Hey guys, I'm with Elevation Every Weekend here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to do a quick first look of the just announced 2022 Salsa Beargrease. If this is your first time seeing my channel, I actually do have a 2021 Salsa Beargrease. It's the Dior level. I've had it for a full year now and I have a very high opinion of the bike and actually have a lot more content coming up with it, so definitely stay tuned if you want to check that out. But as a result of my experience over the last year with the bike, I think I can give some good insights as to what's in store for 2022. So the bike does still feature its outstanding carbon frame and fork and is still running 27.5 by 80 millimeter wide wheels. The actual frame geometry is completely unchanged for 2022 and it still features the most mounts available on any fat bike for racks and bike packing. Last year's lineup actually had 4 different levels. You had the X01 at about $6,000, the SLX at about $3,200, the NX Eagle at about $2,600, and then the Dior rated about $2,400. For this year, there is no longer an NX option, but you still have the X01, the SLX, and the Dior options. So starting at the top, the Beargrease C X01 is now coming in at $6,799. It features a new color called red teal. The build is essentially the same as 2021, featuring a kingpin all carbon front fork. The same X01 10 to 52 tooth 12-speed drivetrain. They did shift to Truvativ branded cranks. It still features Sram G2 Rsc Brakes with 160 millimeter rotors front and rear. And it's essentially the same build spec on the headset, the bars, and the seat post. The wheels are the same DT Swiss hubs and Whiskey No. 9 carbon rims. And it's still running the 27.5 by 4, 45 North, 120 TPI Van Helga tires. And this top range bike is listed as available starting late fall of 2021. So next up, the mid-tier bike is the Beargrease C SLX. And it's now priced at $34.49 and in the new color gray fade. And this bike weighs just over 28 pounds, again in a medium frame. And once again, the build is essentially the same as 2021. It still features a kingpin all carbon front fork, a Shimano SLX 12-speed drivetrain with 10 to 51 tooth rear cassette range. It still features a race face crankset with a 30 tooth front chainring, and it's still running Sram G2 brakes with 160 millimeter rotors front and rear. And again, it is essentially the same accessory parts build, but there's one minor change as there is a race face Chester 35 millimeter handlebar in place of the prior Salsa bars. And for wheels and tires, it is once again running Sun Ringley hubs and rims with the same 45 North Van Helga tires. And according to the website, it appears to be available right now. And last up on the list is the Beargrease Dior, and it is priced at $2,699 and it's available in 2 colors. I do like on this model that they give 2 different colors, so you have a more colorful option, and for people that may not want that, they have a more muted color scheme. So last year was the yellow to orange fade, which is the bike that I ended up getting. But for people that weren't interested in bright colors like that, they did have a gray to black fade as well. So on this year's bike, they again have a black fade and a red fade, which to my eye does look a little more orange on the screen. And these bikes come in at about 30 pounds for a medium frame. Like last year, the fork is the Bear Paw, which is a carbon fork but has a steel steerer tube, and it does have a few less mounting points than the Kingpin. The drivetrain is once again Dior 11-speed with an 11 to 51 tooth range, though they do list a Sunrace 11 to 51 tooth cassette option as well. Cranks are once again the Samex direct mount with a 30 tooth front chainring, and the brakes are still the Tektro M275, again 160 millimeter rotors front and rear. And much like the SLX, it has the same parts build with the inclusion of the race face Chester 35 handlebar, and also features the same Sun Ringley hubs and rims and 45 North Van Helga tires as last year. And this bike also appears to be available right now. So the trend I am noticing on bikes coming to market for 2022 is that the main changes appear to be colors and prices. The price jumps are pretty significant this year, with about $200 more on the SLX and Dior, and a very significant $800 more on the range-topping X01. Obviously, with economic inflation occurring right now in the economy as a whole, it's really starting to hit the bike market as well. And I'm sure raw materials, shipping, and components for bikes are more expensive than ever right now. So if you happen to be in a market for a Beargrease, I would really strongly encourage you to act now. I don't think they're going to last long, as they went really fast last year. Personally, from a value proposition standpoint, I think the Dior is the one to get, as you get the outstanding carbon frame and fork at a huge price reduction of the other two models. And over time, you can always upgrade those parts as you so choose. So if you happen to be interested in the Beargrease, if you own one or are looking to get one, I am going to be releasing my 1-year review of my 2021 Beargrease soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. And in addition, I have some really interesting content coming with my Beargrease soon that's really going to demonstrate the flexibility and value proposition that the Beargrease holds. So if you have any questions or comments, definitely drop those down below. If you found this video helpful, definitely drop a like down below. And if you're interested in following along to see what I have coming with my Beargrease and my other fat bikes this winter, definitely subscribe to the channel because it does really help out. Thanks a lot and have a great day.